Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have a finish for you. Holly and Ivy is done. So I know we just did the unpacking last week, but it was a small kit as we saw. It actually only took me 6.5 hours to stitch all up. So even though the hours equated to almost a week just because of life, it still went pretty quick, I would say. So if you're ready, here it is. Holly and Ivy all framed up. So as you can see, it's super cute. Like, it turned out so nice, just very delicate, which is not usually what my cross stitches are like, but I think it'll be really fun for the holiday season to, just pop out somewhere, some small little space. And has a little bell on here, but it doesn't really jingle. That's okay. It had the effect, right? So overall, I would say this kit is good. Probably a beginner could do this kit. There's a lot of back stitching. The only real cross stitching is on these holly leaves. The rest of it is all back stitching. So that's kind of what made it go so fast, actually. And then I will say, the one thing I did not like about this kit, and it's true with all of these rocking horse kits, at least when I got them. So the strings all come just as a bundle, and in the instructions it lists, which string number, which DMC number to use for which, part of the pattern, or which backstitch area you use which color for. And the problem is that the colors aren't labeled. So I spent a lot of time actually figuring out what I think there was 9 different color threads for this kit. Just trying to figure out which one was which. They were all very similar. There was, I think, there was a brown, which was obvious, and a red that was obvious, and a cream. The rest were all variations of green. So you had some, I think it was pistachio, and then you had pine, and it was, medium, light, medium, and dark pine. And, just trying to figure out how they went, or which color was which. Luckily, I have a significant amount of threads just stocked up, so I was able to go pull the threads out and compare them and figure it out that way. But if you don't have those threads and trying to compare them online, I find it very difficult. So if you don't have the threads and you don't have a great way to determine that, that could be a frustration. But if you get through that, the rest of it's pretty straightforward. Overall, I would say, this kit's a win. If it's still available. I actually didn't go online and look. So if you're interested, I would suggest going to the Rocking Horse, having a look. If they don't have it, maybe even just email her. The woman that owns it's super nice. Just shoot her an email and say, hey, I'm interested in doing the Holly and Ivy kit. And she might be able to put something together for you, or at minimum, she probably still has the pattern somewhere that she would be willing to sell. So that's it. That's our finish for this week. I say that not with the intention that we're going to have one every week. Our next project's a little bit bigger, so we'll probably take a little longer, but I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a good project, and I hope that you guys like it. I'm excited to share it with you in the next video. And in between may be a good opportunity to look back at some of the other projects that we've talked about, some of the other Mirabilia fairies and some of these other rocking horse kits that I've completed. We might do a couple of videos and have a look at those in the meantime. So mark your calendar coming up. We've got our unveiling of the next project. It's not a kit, so we're just going to look at the pattern and all the bits that I've pulled together for it, and maybe some bonus stuff of some throwbacks that I've done. So all right guys, we'll have a great Thanksgiving, and I look forward to seeing you next time.